Welcome back to the Temple of Tomes with your host, Indie Comics Jones. This is episode 51, July 23rd, 2020. Hey, this is my fourth video of the day, so I'm a little tired, but let's get through this one. It shouldn't take too long. It's one we're looking at is Monstrous. Witch Hunt is the storyline in this. I guess Monstrous has been out before. This is one of four from Source Point Press. I don't think I've reviewed them yet on this channel, and let's take a look and see who was involved with this great publication here. Greg Wright, Stan Yak, Robert Nugent, and Dave Sharp with the letters. My editor-in-chief is Travis McIntyre. So, my impressions of this book, I'm out already. I thought this thing was so hard to follow. I couldn't figure out who the audience this is for. It's obviously a woke audience. Everybody in it is a woman. Let's take a look at some of the characters. There's way too many characters. It just kind of changes so often. Let's read this first page just for fun, though. I think you might get a kick out of this. It starts out like a fairy tale with the mom reading to her kids, I'm assuming. And it starts out, let's see if I can read this. Oh boy. You know what, I might just skip this. I'm having trouble reading it. Anyway, they keep saying Baba Yaga, and that's the main character. She's a witch, and she is a very old witch, but she can make herself look young using technology because her magical powers are dwindling and going away quickly. And she lives in this house with chicken legs. This kind of looks kind of cool. I mean, I like these headpieces, the yard decorations. I think those kind of look nice. I would put those in my yard. However, the story is a mess. When she's young, she actually doesn't look that great because it almost looks like she has Bell's palsy. She's got one eye that's kind of whited over, and she's got a fanged mouth. So she's got one fang hanging out there. So she comes across all these people that are trying to take her out. This lady with a sickle, and it's Baba Yaga, Baba Yaga, Baba Yaga all through this whole thing. Everybody. And then this, surprisingly or not, is another woman. And Baba Yaga, her powers aren't great, so she uses these mechanical hand glove guns, ray guns, I'm not sure. But they live in log cabins, yet they have this technology like arc welders and handguns and ray guns. And anyway, the chicken house comes by and sits on this lovely lady. That's a lady. That's a lady. So it's kind of one person after another. Then we get this other lady called Katarina, and the witch has her little pet cat. So everybody's trying to kill Baba Yaga for some reason. I don't know. She's in a place called the Witchland, and there's this map, and I don't know. The thing's kind of a mess. I'll tell you, they bring in so many characters. There's three people trying to take her out in the first 3 pages. They're all different, and we never see them again. And then she goes visits her Olga, who's this technological whiz kid that builds all this stuff for Baba Yaga. And then they get attacked by the technobots, come through, and they steal her machine that keeps Baba Yaga young, and she starts to immediately age. And I don't even know what this top panel even's for. She's saving the cat? I'm not sure. But the technobots come, and there's some other guy. I'm not even sure who this guy is. He comes in. They steal the technology. And now Baba Yaga is looking old and tired and decrepit, but she decides she has to go find her daughter, Nadia. Listen to my voice on this. This is Baba Yaga. And they come across yet another character named Mamba. Mamba. There she is. And she's some kind of voodoo lady. And she says, yeah, I'll help you. And they right here, they break the fourth plane a little bit. Which doesn't help the story at all. Oh, this thing is awful. And then they talk, and they got like these cute little jokes, you know, that kind of movie type jokes that work better in movies, but they don't work well in the paper. Then they go off and they get attacked again by the Technobots, but Mamba's working with them, and they escape somehow. This is in the French countryside, believe it or not. And somehow they get away. They're chased. Mamba uses her snake to grab hold of something that's floating away in an escape pod. I don't know. It's just ridiculous. And somehow they fly all the way to Peru to find Nadia. And like, this story is just so nonsensical. You can't read it to a kid. They would never understand it, yet it's told kind of in kid-like. And that's Olga. She's got this special eyeglasses that look like camera apertures or shutters. And then they come across this sleeping beast, which I think is on the cover, which I kind of thought the cover was interesting. And that's why I kind of picked up the book and looked at a few pages of art, and I thought it looked pretty interesting. And this beast somehow raises llama zombies, which, llama zombies. After it spurts out this stuff, here come the llama zombies down here. It's just one thing after another. I cannot recommend this book. In fact, I cannot recommend not recommend this book enough. That triple negative there, I don't know. So then you see all these, and a lot of times you can't tell which character is which either. It's just very difficult to tell what's going on. Because they all kind of have this grotesque look to them, no matter what angle you look at them at. Baba Yaga, you can kind of tell because she's got the one whited out eye. So this thing blows up a llama, boom. It just keeps going. It just does not stop. So they climb up out of the ladder. They find this Aztec thing and there's a book in the tongue. So they take out the book and they try to read it. And another llama attacks them, and they're trying to fight them off. And they find out this book contains information about Action Nuns. And so they fight their way out, and they decide, oh, look, we can find all about Action Nuns. And then there's I guess we're looking at a page inside the book, and it shows these Action Nuns in action, fighting werewolves and witches and death and underwater merman. I guess that looks like the only man in the whole thing. And some kind of flying creature. So that's what they're there. Action Nuns fight things, and they protect something. I don't know. It's a crazy story. Crazy, not in a good way. So then we go ahead, and the llamas are back, and it's kind of gross too. So you would never have your kid read this. And there's the fanged Baba Yaga. And then I guess there's that map again. So they take off and go back to Asia. They were in Europe, then they went to South America, another in Asia. And they find the Action Nuns, or at least one of them. And so she's protecting some kind of Shinto castle, or I don't know what the make of this. It's like, this is just a crazy thing. So they're kind of facing off, and when they're just about to face off, boom, in comes the Ninja Queen, and she's got all her ninjas with her. And this is how the story ends. She has just fired a cannon. And that's how this first part of 4 ends. I mean, is this rambling, nonsensical story that I'm out. I cannot proceed with this thing. I don't know what to make of it. I don't recommend it. I thought it would be good. It looked pretty good. I mean, you look at the art there. Let's get in here. It looks pretty good. The detail on the dragons and the face and everything. I probably should have read a few pages. I know that, like, in that first page, they mention Baba Yaga's name like 5-6 times just in this page here. Baba Yaga, Baba Yaga, Baba Yaga. So it's not a recommend. Needless to say, sad day, sad week at the comic book store. I just reviewed Rick Remender's Death and Glory. I gave that a not recommended as well. So kind of sad. I only bought 2 comics this week, and I didn't like either one of them. But anyway, please subscribe, please comment, please leave a like. Love to hear your comments. If you've read this, if maybe you can explain this series to me, because I am at a loss for this thing. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. That's a curious picture because I think there was only 3 of them in the story when they faced up against this thing, but maybe it's something up later. Maybe it's not the same thing I'm thinking of. But anyway, this is Indie Comics Jones from the Temple of Tomes. Thank you so much for stopping by. Be good, and I'll talk to you guys later. Take care.